Krishna Srinivasan, uh, a repeat entrepreneur, a passion for data, analytic insights, mainly looking to transform overlooked verticals and industries. Uh, got a background in engineering and business, went to Columbia University, but most importantly, over my kind of career, I've used my expertise in supply chain, data science, all the way from manufacturing to CPG to retail. And one of the things that I am very passionate about and what I've discovered is I like connecting disparate dots and kind of bringing together innovative solutions that have the potential to revolutionize an entire sector, right? Uh, Previous startup and data cloud, we did this for the mining industry. We kind of took data from instrumentation in machines, block models, trying to understand what the rock is telling us, all the way to say, how could we optimize the milling operation based on all of this information? And we went on to kind of exit that company pretty well in 2021. And primarily, if I have to say, hey, what is my superpower? It is the ability to combine engineering knowledge, analytical skills, and spot opportunities and patterns that others typically overlook. Excited to build products that harness the power of data for solving real-world problems. Food supply chain, as we see, is broken. As a consumer, you can see this when you go for shopping. I mean, you look at something, you don't know where it came from, how long it took. But many of us in our founding team have a background in food. My family grows coffee. I grew up in mango orchards. Trevor grew up in Ohio, wheat farming. Many of our others have been in rice farming and other such verticals. And as we see this, a broken food supply chain costs our planet about $12 billion a year. We looked at it a little deeper about food waste and what we can do to make a dent in this rock. And we primarily saw that a lot of this was a data problem. I mean, data, information, insights is highly fragmented across this entire system as the goods flow from farm to fork, from plant to retail, whichever way you think about it. And we realize that what this industry needs is not a lot more of machinery or sensors or more data, but an ability to use this data that they already have in a manner where they can identify where food is being wasted, where there are bottlenecks to inefficiencies, and simply getting together the siloed information. And once you get together siloed information together, a big part of it is understanding the context in which this information came. A piece of information, if somebody said, hey, what is the weather? And you thought about it, it's something different in New York, it's something different in San Francisco, but the way you think about it is very, very different. And the way you ask about it, right? So that is context. So we set out to say, how can we make a difference in that? And that brings us to the whole kind of conceptual idea of Terrantic. We did this in the mining industry, and we said, hey, what can we do here? We are a comprehensive data platform. We're designed to modernize operations across the fresh food industry. We integrate siloed data systems, bring in advanced analytics, predictive modeling, AI, with an aim to provide an unprecedented visibility, an understanding and execution capability for the fresh food and food processing operators so they can optimize efficiency, they can improve labor productivity, they can reduce waste, and in the process, they can improve their own operational profitability. We all talk about how the food supply chain is highly interconnected. And if you look at it, people think about, hey, this is my operation. I am out here in my silo. I'm packing salads, or I'm packing apples, or I'm creating a new can of beverages, each of this, right? For everybody, the world begins at the walls of their operation and ends at the other end of where goods leave. What we envision is an interconnected supply chain actually means that you need to have visibility into the people that are producing what you consume and have an ability to provide visibility and understand what the people that are consuming your products need and are reacting to. So in a world where everybody says, okay, this is my ERP, this is how I'm doing, Terrantic is attempting to bring to life using real life data and contextual understanding a piece of insight across entities. Our vision is to do this for operators from growers to food processors, all the way to distributors, a transparent supply chain from farm to fork. And a system like this can help people plan better, eliminate large amounts of food waste, and institute far better traceability for the end consumer so they know where their food came from. And more importantly, as we do this, we are able to deliver goods with better quality to end customers. When we say better quality, when you walk into your favorite grocery store, you could find apples that have a lot more shelf life, right? You could find the produce that is a lot more fresher than what you're used to. All of this kind of make a difference in quality. That is the end-to-end vision, a completely different way of thinking about how we do operations in a very data-driven, interconnected manner. We wanted somebody with deep B2B expertise. We we had in a set of investors people who understood food, people who understood technology building, but we clearly are set out on a path towards category creation. And a B2B expertise, understanding new market challenges and what it takes to sell data products into people that may be slightly reticent to technology and data products, if you will, right? So we looked at it and we saw what the York team had done in their background with Dyn and kind of going to Oracle. They were very much people that understood how to go about doing go-to-market in data products. And obviously, York's investment in companies like Volor kind of indicated a strong interest in the food supply chain. So the intersection of these two is a pretty interesting case study for us to say, hey, look, these are people that would have a certain level of expertise, would kind of be able to help guide Terrantic in a manner as we grow, and we are kind of running like chickens with our heads cut off in 50 different directions to say, okay, like, how do we focus and get forward with that? And we don't want to reinvent the wheel on things that they might have already faced and solved already.